it's 6:30 o'clock, and you know what that means. It's the time to get your friends and get in front of the TV. It's time for What's Happening Tinson with Robert Pattinson. Hello, ribbly timbly pip pip, spot on and all that. Welcome to What's Happening Tinson with Robert Pattinson, your only news show that you're allowed to watch, where we talk about all that's happening in the news, what happened this past month, and what's gonna happen tomorrow. I'm your host, Robert Pattinson! And with me, as always, is my stalwart co-host. Put your hands together out there in Twitchland for the lovely Clancy Kramer!
Here I am. I'm here. How you
Clancy!
doing, Bobby?
What is that noise you're making?
Am I not making?
Clancy is silent, and there is a croaking that I hope is
Oh
showing
my!
up on stream. Is this a problem on
What now?
my
Is
end?
this?
Oh, lovely. This is off to a crack on good
Give
start.
me a thumbs up if I am understandable to anybody else.
DP, let me know if
I see a
you're
lot of
getting
thumbs
Clancy's
up.
audio, because I sure am not.
Mine is fine, apparently. Can you not understand me at
I'm
all?
hearing no one. Clancy, you're the host for a second while I restart my stream.
All right. Well, here's. It sounds like maybe Bobby is having some technical difficulties. He'll be back probably any moment now. Until then, let's talk about. Here he is, and he's back.
I am
Now-
still only hearing croaks from you.
Oh no!
It sounds like you're in slow motion.
Oh man, this is
Any ideas, GP?
this is
This
Oh,
is such a
such a
great
problem.
start to the show.
all right. I don't even know. Am I even
Are you
communicating with you?
so Lord?
All right.
This is gonna be so sick if this is the whole episode. Wired headphones,
Oh, wait.
DP says. Maybe I'll turn off my headphones and we'll see what that
Yeah,
looks.
how about
We'll
that?
see
What
what
about that? What
we.
if that? I mean, look, this is fine. This is great. Everybody
still very
everybody in the
slow
chat
motion
is
for
loving
me.
it. Let's see.
Let's try this again.
They could. They hear me. Oh no, and he's gone again. Oh boy, this is great. This is great, and I'm loving this. I have to think on my feet here, and I'm having a lot of trouble doing it. I am in bed right now. I did not plan to be in charge of this at all. I did. Oh, perfect. Looks like we have an advertisement we can throw to. Let's do that. Let's go.
Have you taken the time today to hug a plumber? Trade workers are the backbone of American society, vital to keeping things flowing and blowing across the US of A, caulking and laying pipe nationwide to keep those wet piles of sound bouncing around underground. Brampton Industries and Diaper Meat Industries join forces for a limited time to present the thickest wads since 1976. Wipes and dipes for your pipes. We're clogging tubes so thick, you'll be switching back to necessariums faster than you can say necessarium. Flush these deals into your pupils and ear canals. Register today and get 9% off your first service call. Plus, save $50 if the dookie is already on your floor. Wave your sign-up fee in the air like you just don't care, then turn it sideways and flush it again. Rinse well for 20 seconds, then add thyme and paprika. The only difference between a plumber and somebody that likes pipes a lot is what it says on the side of their van. Diaper Meat.
Okay, and we're back. And
I can
Bobby?
hear you.
Oh, perfect.
It works. I was charging my batarangs using the microphone port, and it didn't work. But now
Okay.
I hear you. Crystal, as the day you were born. How's it going, Clancy?
Oh man, it's going so well.
I
It's
think
going
that was
so
some classic television right there we just created.
just perfect.
And pull that one for the clip section of the Twitch page. Put that right on the clips.
Do you want to?
That's
Do you
an
wanna
Instagram reel for sure.
get the show going there,
Not
Robert?
really anymore, but I'll do it. Oh, first guest on the show. Oh, she's a crack-on funny guest. She hosts a show on the Twitchingtons called Radio 3 Multiverse. I'm very excited to meet a brand new friend of mine. Please welcome Emily Pineapple.
Hi, Clancy. Hi, Rob. Hi.
Hello, Emily.
Hi. I'm like a big fan. But I'm not like one of those kinds of fans. But I'm like a big fan of like your like indie work. I really liked The Lighthouse.
Lighthouse. That movie's about masturbation. Did you know that?
I did.
It's anti-masturbation propaganda.
Yeah, I did, but I loved it. I loved you in it. Because I'm not like one of those kinds of fans. But like
Emily, you're making me blush. For the fandom goes both ways. I love your Twitch show.
Oh my goodness, thank you.
I love your Twitch show. It's a quiz show, but I can't figure out how to leave a comment that'll get me a winning prize.
That's a good question. Probably answering all of the questions correctly.
I keep typing my answers to the questions into the search bar of my browser, and it doesn't seem to work.
Darn. You might want to try to Bing it.
I might have to Bing. It might be one of those things you Bing every once in a while.
The Twizzler's choice.
Every once in a while in life, you just run into something you've got no choice but to Bing.
You gotta Bing it.
Isn't that how life goes? Say, Emily, who are those two chaps sitting behind you?
These two chaps are puppet avatars of myself and Forrest, keeper of the canon, my co-host and made by the incredibly talented Isaiah Thomas.
Why, those are beautiful. Those are quite lovely.
Gorgeous. Just incredible. They're like real Muppets. I like stuffed them with an inflatable thing so that they would stand. But like, look at this.
Wow. It's interesting, I didn't know that Forrest was a human. I thought he was some sort of cartoon creature.
It's a common misconception. He's actually a sentient group of trees.
Oh, but he's got a body he can drop into when he needs to go to the store or whatever.
Bunch of trees with a human's face.
If he needs to go to Best Buy to pick up an ox cord, he can drop into a human form.
A lot of root work going through the city. The streets are so fucked up that people don't really notice. Yeah.
That's very convenient for him. All right, I think we'll head on to our next guest. We've got a crack-on next guest. This next guest, he's a comedian. And, I saw a little bit of some of his comedies, and I thought, well, he's a bit of a bad boy. This is someone he's a little bit rowdy. He's got some dangerous opinions, and I thought this was exactly the kind of big dicked hotshot I needed on the show. Please welcome host of Dark Web Tonight, Ben Hawkins, everybody.
Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? How's it going?
Ben!
Bad boy rolling in. Yeah.
There he is.
Yeah.
He's got his sleeves cut off to show.
I don't like
his
them.
back.
I don't like sleeves.
Who needs
I don't need
sleeves?
them. I reject society. I reject society and its rules.
But as a bad boy, Ben, where are you supposed to roll up your cigarette pack?
I haven't been smoking cigarettes because I don't even agree with that anymore. I just shove this in my hat.
Now that's cool. I can do that. I can shove it right into my hairline.
Well, that's a very
I got a
Hollywood hairline.
Yes. Some people get hair plugs. I got a hair ditch installed.
Yeah. Big fan of your work, Robert. Big fan. Very happy to finally meet you. I didn't know that you were English because you don't do that in your movies that often.
Well, I don't. I usually play an American, don't I?
Yeah, you were the American vampire in
As
that
the
movie,
American vampire.
in the American Vampire
The
Diaries.
American 11
Twilight.
victim.
And then yeah, it's very cool. Yeah, so it's cool to meet somebody who's like very much in the zeitgeist. Thank you so much for making that Nirvana song a huge deal again.
Something
no.
in the way.
Yeah, like it's officially like cornball for kids to get bummed out to that song now because it's too mainstream. So thank you so much for tossing that into now it's too mainstream for punks to get bummed out to.
I do.
Don't you think it's sweet that all the normie kids can get a little bit bummed now together to that song?
Normie kids are allowed to get bummed out and cut themselves to that song now. Thank you for opening that doorway for
all those normie kids now, Hollister t-shirts, listening to Nirvana now.
Yeah.
I almost feel like being bummed out is kind of mainstream these days.
Oh yeah, the 90s are back, baby.
A little bit played out, one might say.
Yeah.
Almost, yeah. I think we're due for a backswing to toxic positivity again, because there's just been so much gloom and doom that was actually real. So maybe we can go back to the that 2017 toxic positivity that was a reaction to the early Trump days. So,
do you think that happiness is edgy? Sort of
Can't
brave.
Hell yeah.
When Andrew WK does it, it's edgy.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
That's
that guy
but he
made
seems quite-
that guy made being stoked like pretty rock and roll.
yeah. And now him and Kat Denning get to be stoked together every day.
Yeah.
My favorite celebrity couple, Kat Denning and Andrew WK.
Yeah. I don't know who Kat Denning is. It's
She's one of the two broke girls.
Oh, cool. Oh, you know what?
Yes.
That Fox. Oh, that's a really good looking couple.
Yes. Yeah, they're gonna have amazing hair, those children.
Yeah.
They're gonna be born like Rapunzel, hair down to the floor. Getting stoked in the crib with little white t-shirts and white jeans on.
Just going to barbecues, talking about depression, and still being like, "Yeah, but we're in it together, yo."
No, we'll keep an eye on them. That might be a new segment. We'll check in every week to see if they've had a child yet. Maybe we can have that child on. What do you think about that, Clancy?
Look, honestly, it's in your hands. You can do whatever you want with this show, as long as it doesn't violate the terms that we agreed upon.
No feet and no fighting with your friends.
Yeah. That's most of it.
No closed fists.
No fisticuffs. No feet.
No feet.
No service.
Nothing touching the head too roughly or getting concussions. That's not allowed. Ben, something happening? You seem to be experiencing a bit of a power outage. Your lights keep flickering on and off. Well, more on that as the story
Muted at the
develops.
moment. Do we want to head into a segment?
Let's get into a segment, Clancy. I'd love to. All right. This first segment is a favorite segment of everyone watching, and that's a little segment we like to call What's Happenintinson with That? And What's Happenintinson with That? It's the favorite segment where people find out what I'm thinking. Welcome to What's Happenintinson with That? This is a segment on the show where I like to give you a bit of my musings on life. A little bit of just relatable observational humor. Talk about what's been going on, but something that, might sort of bug all of us. And today's topic for What's Happenintinson with That is the shack near the edge of the forest. The shack near the edge of the forest. What's Happenintinson with that? You ever have one of those nights where you're lying in bed trying to fall asleep and suddenly you hear a wailing coming from the shack at the edge of the forest, drawing you in, pulling you from slumber, making you put on your little slippers and walk out. And then you
I think
wake
we've
up
all
the
had
next
those
day.
nights.
You've all had those nights. You wake up the next day covered in chicken blood.
The wailing call of the moonlit night.
Oh, the moonlit night. Ben Hawkins, what do you suppose is Happenintinson with that?
What is up with the cabin in the in
The shack
woods?
near the edge of
The
the woods
The shack near the edge of the
that
woods.
screams on a moonlit night.
What do you
Anything
suppose
could be
is
going on in there. I mean, it could be ghosts, could be birds for all we know. Sometimes you go into like a haunted house and it's just a bunch of birds in there. Remember that? You ever go into a house and just a bunch of birds in there?
And they all
birds.
fly out.
I
Like,
paid
you open the
admission
door
to
and they,
this
like-
haunted. And it's just a bunch of birds.
Could be.
I paid $8 to be here with my nephew, and it's just a bunch of birds.
This
It's
is
Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds Experience.
this. I'm not saying this is true. This is just my opinion that it's birds. Okay, and I think it's important to ask questions like, what if it is birds?
It could be birds, and we're not afraid of speculation on here. Emily Pineapple, what do you suppose is Happenintinson with that?
Well, are we talking about a cabin that is on the edge of the woods or the forest? Because originally it was the forest.
I
Which
believe
seems-
it's the shack, and it's at the edge of the forest.
Okay. Well, if it's at the edge of the forest, it might still belong to the forest, in which case we would probably just do like a legal eviction.
Oh. Wow.
I mean,
Like,
if it's causing
this-
problems, it's
Is
calling
this
people in the
shrieking?
middle of the night. It's
You're
causing
suggest-
problems.
You're suggesting we get litigation involved.
Yeah, I am. Maybe have the sheriff's office after we
Well-
serve a 3-day notice to pay or quit. They've never paid, but more and more people have been called to, with the chicken blood.
Real quick, the question is, who is they? What are we evicting? It's just a
No,
shrieking.
clarity. The question was, what is Happenintinson with that? And I believe that they're answering.
Yeah,
I don't suppose if you were trying to litigate with a bunch of spirits in a shack, you'd have to get some sort of lawyer that's also a spirit medium, would you?
R.I.P.D. with Ryan Reynolds. You guys
No,
remember that
that's-
movie?
I heard
he's
he's in Bitcoin now. Doesn't he own a company and he does ads for it on YouTube? So he probably knows law stuff.
He
Are
probably
you talking about
knows.
Ryan Reynolds? I think it's a cell phone company,
Oh yeah,
Mint Mobile.
knows law stuff. If the
He's got
property
the
law,
cell-
same as cell
he's got-
phone contracts.
He's got the soccer team. He's got that business where he's teaching lizards how to MMA fight. He's got all sorts of businesses going on, doesn't he, that Ryan Reynolds?
Get that money, Ryan. Get those investors in your crypto thing, and then artificially inflate the value of your NFTs and
And then
screw
drink your
people.
drink.
Sorry, my audio keeps cutting out. I think that's what you guys are talking
It's
about.
all right. It's all right. Do you think Ryan Reynolds owes some money to the mafia or something? Why does he need to have his finger in all these pies?
Because if you're not swimming, then you're dying.
Yep.
And you've always said that. That's a bit of a catchphrase for you, isn't it, Ben?
Yeah, I say, hey, if you wanna live, you gotta make money, or you're dead. You're already dead. Might as well rip your own teeth out and become a little minnow in a stream. Go suck on rocks in a stream where the salmon spawn, baby. Because in the ocean, if you're not moving forward, you're dying. Just like me.
You were reading that off of your own T-shirts just now, right? That's all.
I have
available
them. I have
on
a
your-
wall of my own catchphrases.
You can get that t-shirt at teesprings.com/Ben Happenintinson.
Yeah, you can get that the shirt that says, if you're not swimming, you're fucking dying. I got a shirt that says, sex and killing. Just those two things.
Is it the kind of bad boy I like to hear?
Yeah. Yeah, real bad.
Ben, have you ever heard
Don't
the
mess with
song
me.
Bonkers by Dizzy Rascal?
I'm not familiar with the song, but
Where
yeah.
he says, all I care about is sex and violence, more drum and bass like in my silence.
Oh, no, I do know that song. Okay, yeah, that's a good song. I
Yeah,
agree
that
with the
song-
message as well.
Some people think I'm bonkers, but I just think I'm free. That might be the theme song to this show. I
Yeah.
think I sang it last episode
Did you
too.
bring up that song last month too?
That song is very frequently on my
'Cause I'm
mind.
getting heavy deja vu right now.
I'm going to continue to sing that song until Dizzy Rascal sponsors this show. Speaking of this show, I think it's time for a news segment.
Yeah.
Clancy,
do it.
why don't you hit us with our story?
Yeah, let's I'm gonna go ahead and there it is. Can you not see it? It's there.
For you to read it off, Clancy.
Oh, deputy,
That's
reckless
your job. I can't read.
Right, exactly. Sorry, I forgot. Deputy, reckless driver said arrest was on her bucket list. A 19-year-old South Florida woman who fled from law enforcement in the Florida Keys on Thursday told the deputy who caught up to her that getting arrested was on her bucket list.
Yep.
I think that's cool.
Yeah,
I
it's
guess.
just kind of a cheeky response to getting arrested. Just like, I don't care how many jails you take me to.
Getting roughed up by some police officers. This is what I've always wanted in life.
It's interesting it's so early on her bucket list, I would presume, being 19. And I would put getting arrested towards the end.
I got
Yes,
arrested
'cause-
when I was 16 the first time. That's an okay age to start. I think it's that 19. You know, it's never too early.
Never too early to get arrested the first time.
Now, Ben, I think I smell a funny anecdote there. Why don't you enlighten us? What happened? 16.
Well, when you're 16, you're not supposed to drink, and and you're not supposed to sneak into the White House and start fires. And I said, I don't care about America, and I started fires, and they were like, "Have you been drinking, young man?"
He said this young 16-year-old Austin smells like he's been drinking. He smells like Sambuca to the gills. And they clapped you in irons and took you to the brig, didn't they?
Yeah, what's the equivalent of the White House in England?
That'd be Buckingham Palace.
Yeah, okay, I guess that would be.
Good luck. Good luck starting a fire in there. All those men in the tall hats will come out and rub it out like a pencil eraser.
Doesn't the prime minister have like a fancy brownstone or something?
Now, who's that?
Never mind.
All
Don't
right.
worry your pretty little head about it.
I won't. Emily Pineapple, what sort of things are on your bucket list?
My bucket list, I would like to hit a cop.
Like
That's
with
a
a
nice
car?
thing. I mean, I was thinking with my fists.
Fisticuffs.
Yeah.
And then
But
with a car.
Yeah. I'd probably have to put that towards the end, though.
Why?
Well, I think if you went about it in the right way, you could probably get away with it. You're so sneaky.
As long as you make sure he's dead and bury him deep.
Yeah, if you take him out with the first blow, there's actually no
Penalty.
yeah.
It's the one shot rule.
You can't get in trouble for
That's
laws
true.
people didn't know you
That's an
broke.
excellent fucking point, actually.
It's called a stealth kill. It works. If it doesn't alert other people. That's
Yeah.
how it works. If you take them out from behind with one clean hit, people just like walk around. They're just like, I thought I heard something. I guess it was nothing. And
Maybe
step
if you
over their
sneak
fucking
up on
body.
them, you sneak up on them inside of a cardboard box with a big printout of Hatsune Miku on top of it. And pop out and give him one good punch.
It's a good move.
Send it straight to the grave. Straight to cop hell.
Yep.
What does Cop Hell look like, do you think?
San Francisco. We all know that. It's in the Bible, isn't it?
Corinthians.
What's on your bucket list?
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
My bucket list? That's a good question. Probably like, what if I like swam across something really big?
You swam across.
Yeah, like a
The Gulf
pool.
of Mexico.
Like a big pool.
Yeah, I was thinking like an above ground pool.
Big
But
one
like
big
a really
above
big
ground.
one. Like a lagoon shaped above ground pool.
Nancy, what are you doing tomorrow? We can knock this out in a day.
Oh really? Yeah,
Yeah.
I got nothing going on tomorrow.
I'll pick you up on the bat cycle. We can get to my Aunt Janine's. She's got an above ground pool. Now, Clancy, do you know how to swim?
No, that's yeah.
Well, then this is a good bucket list item because it's a bit of a challenge for you. It could be some personal growth.
Yeah, definitely.
Ben, do you suppose you could teach Clancy how to swim before tomorrow when I pick them up on my bat cycle and go to my Aunt Janine's house?
Absolutely. All you got to do, Clancy, is you just move your arms like this.
Oh, like this?
Yeah.
Big bird, little bird, flap.
Yeah. That's called the
Scoop
the
the ice.
frog strike.
Yep.
Can you hear
it's
my
not-
shoulders clicking every time I do that?
That's not
You
good.
should have stretched before you started streaming in bed.
Literally every single time they click.
Get that a little bit closer to the mic. I'm sure you'd all love to hear
Maybe
it.
we should try a
Oh,
different
yeah.
swim
Oh.
technique. There's another
How
one.
about, is
called,
this? How's this?
I do hear it.
There's another way to swim. You just hold your nose and go.
That's upsetting. That's deeply troubling, Clancy. You need to get an oil can in there. So
Yeah,
you
my shoulders are absolutely fucked.
Well, like you can always just kick your legs really fast, like a little swan.
Ooh.
hmm And on the surface, you'll be looking cool as a cucumber, but on the bottom, you'll be, you know.
I think you could get going at a pretty good clip across Aunt Janine's pool doing it that way.
I do have fast feet.
That's what we call
Do
you.
you have?
That is what they call me.
Clancy Fast Feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they always say. All right, I think we pretty much covered everything about that news story. Who wants another segment?
Let's get it.
Do I have three-way consent?
Yes.
Yeah. Let's do it.
All right. This next segment, since there's some new friends on the show, I thought we'd go to one of my favorite segments, Breaking the Icing Tin. Breaking the Icing Tin, it's the thing you do to meet new friends.
Yeah.
Welcome to Breaking the Icing Tin. Now, Clancy, I'd like you to go on your computer and pull up that link I sent you for this segment.
Ooh.
We're
I
gonna-
didn't pass that time.
Since Emily and Ben are new friends of mine, I thought we'd just try out some of these 200 best icebreaker questions for kids, teens, and adults.
Number one list.
Icebreaker questions for kids. Okay.
This is the number one list. Why don't you tell me your favorite number between 1 and 200?
My favorite number between 1 and 200, I'm gonna go with 69.
Oh, there's that bad boy. Let's see what that. Who is your favorite person to 69 with? All right, 69. What is something your parents don't do anymore? and you wish they still did.
This is not a cool icebreaker for a lot.
That seems very intimate.
Yeah, I don't think that is a surface level, hey, how are you doing question.
Yeah, compared to number 67, the yes or no question, do you eat with your mouth open? Things really escalate from 67 to 69.
Yeah. Do you eat with your mouth open, Robert?
Yes. Now, Ben, what is something your parents don't do anymore you wish they still did?
I don't even know. I guess I wish that they lived in the same house as me.
Oh, do you miss getting tucked in at night, Ben?
Oh, I miss them. I miss getting tucked in and waking up to a nice Eggo waffle.
Oh, Ben, that sounds lovely. Well, maybe tomorrow we can make a day of it. When we go teach Clancy, maybe I can meet you at your place in the morning with a nice stack of Eggos.
Yeah, that sounds like a dream come true, Robert.
We can all jump 3 astride on the bat cycle and go get this fish swimming on a
What is
tummy.
this, a news show or the Make-A-Wish Foundation for old people?
I just, you know me, I just love making wishes come true.
Yeah.
Emily!
Something my parents don't do anymore. I wish they still did. Accept ice cream as a form of apology, so that you don't actually have to apologize for things you don't want to apologize for. You just get them ice cream. They don't accept it. Can't eat it. Can't eat it all.
You give them ice cream or they give you ice cream?
I give them ice cream.
Oh, it sounded like you had sort of a non-traditional childhood. You were the one.
Well, they would get me ice cream, but I would, like, if they were angry at me about grades or, like, you know, I could just get ice cream.
That was a practical solution to everything on, do you remember on, like, Full House? They would always be like, oh, no, you, like, killed your sister in a horseback riding accident. I'm really mad at you for that, but hold on. And you're grounded, but after we get ice cream.
Let's get some cream.
It's
Little
a
Rocky
Francisco thing.
things over. Little Rocky Road. Emily, what's your favorite number between 1 and 200?
I gotta go with 169. It's like 69, but someone else is in the bed.
Yeah, 2 people are 69ing, and then the third person is just like,
It's when you're
away.
next to the corpse. Emily, do
Ooh.
you have any hidden talents?
Yeah. Let's see if the camera can catch this. This is my
wait.
Can we see that?
Wait.
Are you vibrating? Is that the
I can vibrate my pupils.
Oh, that's cool.
No, I saw it that time.
That is deeply frightening.
I don't care for that at all.
Emily, I'd love to hear what sort of sticky situations this talent has gotten you out of.
You know, eye tracking software. Eye scanning software. So they're trying to, like, make a scan of your eye. No. Mm-mm.
Vibrate messes up the system.
Yeah.
That's a useful talent. Clancy, what are your hidden talents?
I mean, I can click my shoulders nonstop.
You can click them
for day. Oh, also my wrist. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Pretty upsetting.
Both of all of my joints will click all of the time. I'm
All
very
of them.
talented. It's my superpower.
All 14 joints clicking in unison.
All 14.
All 14 in the human body.
Yep.
Somewhere about that. Give or take a dozen or two. Clancy, what's your favorite number? Are we done with the list? Did the list get put away?
Oh, did we hear Ben's hidden talent?
Come on.
Oh, Ben, what's your hidden talent?
Oh, I guess Ben can maybe not hear us right at this moment. And that's fine.
Just standing perfectly still.
Is Ben frozen, maybe?
Oh,
wait.
wait.
Oh, wait.
You're back! Ben, you're alive!
Maybe.
Maybe, perhaps. Fancy, why don't you give us your favorite number and we can
Yeah.
circle back and figure out Ben's later.
Oh, man. You guys took the good ones.
Suppose 420.
420 is not more than 200.
Maybe.
Actually, you know what? That's correct. 7. 7 is the number.
7. What's number 7? Let's find out.
Number of God.
Oh.
Oh, this is an easy one. How many people are in your family?
Ooh.
Oh.
What is? Wait. How far?
Yeah.
Yeah,
How deep?
big. How far extended are we doing?
Like how
No, this
many
is it.
siblings do I have, or how many people have ever lived in my family?
I think I'd like to take sort of a Fast and the Furious approach to it, and sort of how many people would you share a Corona with around a table? A nice bucket of ice and a Corona in it around a fast car. Who's at your Corona table, and how many of them are there?
Anybody brave?
Yeah.
Well, I say tops 5 at a time. I love a lot of people, but I only want to be around 5 people at once for the rest of my life. I think that's
Now that's a good bucket list item right there.
only be around 5
Be
people
around
ever.
5 people ever.
If one person enters the room, somebody's got to leave.
Yeah, now it has to go back on the bucket list, and you didn't do it.
Unless I just
Anytime
leave.
you're around 6 people, you fucked it up.
I just start over from the beginning then. So just you get out of here, and we'll be okay.
Let's clean the slate. Everybody leave. Start back at the beginning. All right. I think. No, Ben Hawkins. We didn't get to hear your hidden talent.
Oh, my hidden talent. I can clap my elbows in front of me.
Oh, that was thrilling.
Why do all 3 of us have absolutely fucked bodies?
It's gifted. Gifted. Double jointed in both shoulders.
It's like a
GMOs.
shitty X.
I'm also immune to poison ivy.
Oh, whoa, lucky.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Wow.
I spent a whole summer, 3 months afflicted.
Oh, that sucks. I didn't realize it can last that long.
Yeah. I had to sit in a sunroom for like with UV light for seconds at a time because it was resistant to literally everything else. That can happen.
Wow.
Beware.
Now my audio cut out when you were talking about what ailment is this? What
Poison oak?
happened?
Are you talking about poison oak? Poison
Yeah,
Yes.
poison oak.
Yeah.
Is it the same thing?
Poison oak, some boyhood bravery.
I think they're the same thing.
I've gotten poison oak real bad.
Yeah.
Before. So many times.
It's not fun.
I don't know. I had a pretty good time with it.
Maybe you make the best of it when life gives you lemons, right?
Because
Sounds
then
like
you
it's
just
kind
push
of hard
it
when
all
you have
really
to, like,
hard,
stay in a room for...
and then it feels like you have armor on all of your body.
Yeah. You can
It's-
play a fun dots with a Sharpie and all your little swords.
Yeah.
Make a picture of Caulfield or something.
If something feels like it might suck, just make a game out of it.
Just
Yeah.
make a little game. Just
If
do a little
something's got
fun.
you down, just carve something into your arm. Pass the time.
Yes.
Wow.
Whoa, got poison oak in her mouth. Giving a blowjob in the woods. That's...
Wait! So that means you also know a guy who had poison oak all over his dick, too.
Yeah, that's a wang covered in poison
It
oak
was
as well.
Treebeard from Fellowship of the Rings.
That's ant crabs. I guess that would be termites.
That'd be termites, wouldn't it?
So what would poison oak be? Poison oak would be just, I don't know, I guess herpes.
Some sort of
Yeah,
herpes.
Yeah, tree herpes.
Let's go down the list of sexually transmitted infections. What
Sort of
would
a
be tree
bad situation.
AIDS?
What's
Tree-
tree
Root
AIDS?
rot.
What's
Root
Root
rot?
rot.
Root rot?
That's pretty good. Because can you
there's
keep?
also a thing. What is the thing that is just makes all of the tree turn brown and
Blight?
just like, die?
Deforestation?
The fact that it's wood and trees are brown.
That might just be destiny.
Trees
No,
are
I
just
mean
brown.
like the leaves.
Oh, the leaves turn
You're
brown.
thinking of
The seasons.
You're thinking
No,
of
never mind. There was
You
a
were
lot
like,
of pine
"What's that
trees
disease
where I
that
grew
makes
up.
trees brown?" I'm just like,
Hmm.
"What?"
I can't remember. There's a name for it. Anyway,
if you're watching at home and you've got any idea what Fancy's talking about, drop it in the chat. Also, if you have any idea what tree AIDS might
Autumn.
be, I think it might be autumn. That might be what you're thinking of. All right, speaking of the changing of the seasons, let's change on over to the next segment, shall we? What do we got next here? Oh, it's time for an ad read. We've got a couple new people sponsoring the show, and I like to just take a second to talk about the people that are kicking some money over to What's Happenintinson. Today's episode is brought to you by Clorox Bleach Wipes. Clorox Bleach Wipes. Oh no! Oh no! 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 Fuck! No! Oh no! I shit it all over the floor. I shit all over the floor, and it got between my toes. It's all over the floor. I ran down the hallway to get help from my wife, and I flung it all over from between my toes, and I was for my daughter's quinceanera dress, and she's never gonna look at it again. Good thing you have Clorox bleach wipes. Bleach wipes, now available with ammonia. All right. Thank you to Clorox bleach wipes for sponsoring today's program. You can type in code Happenintinson at checkout for extra bleach. All right. Would you all like to go to another segment?
Yeah.
let's do it.
Do I have three-way consent?
Yes.
Smashing. All right, this next segment is called In Memoriam Tinson. In Memoriam Tinson, it's the place you go to find out who croaked this month. In Memoriam Tinson.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite parts of the show, where we just take a second to acknowledge and appreciate everyone we've lost since the last episode. And Clancy, why don't you take us to the first link?
Yeah, let's do it. And here we go. And we are going to the link. And we are going, and we're at the link.
All right, Peggy Waits.
Peggy Waits. Oh no, Tom Waits' mom.
She's a real one. Why don't you scroll down a little
Actually,
bit?
who is she? Oh boy.
Peggy
Ozark,
Waits
Kansas.
died in the Ozark, Kansas. She was a 20-year employee of Cargill and retired to be a homemaker and take care of all her grandchildren, great-great-grandchildren.
Oh.
Oh,
She was
Peggy,
born.
you were quite the matriarch there. She was preceded in death by her husband of 38 years ago. Her husband died.
Whoa.
No, I think they were
That's a
together
long
for
time.
8 years.
Well, they were married for 38 years. So there's no telling when he died, huh?
Oh, they'd been married for 38 years and she was preceded in death. I see.
Mm. She's survived. She survived! Great news! No.
Wait.
That's not what that means.
This
Oh, nuts.
Wait, why do her children have different last names than her?
there's a
Well,
million
sometimes
ways that could happen.
She had daughters.
You ever think about that, Clancy?
Oh yeah, I guess they are all probably.
Maybe the doctor was a woman?
Well, for a second,
Yeah.
when I first read the name Jackie Patrick, for starters, it sounded like two first names, and I liked that a lot. And it took me a while to compute that it was a different last name. And then by then I had decided that Jackie Patrick was definitely a dude. Because, like, come on, he's fucking Jackie Patrick.
Patrick, he's the type of lad to be flicking a nickel outside the arcade, smoking a cigarette.
Little old Jackie Patrick.
Jackie Patrick. Hey, I'm fucking Jackie Patrick.
Tying dynamite to cattails.
We used to call him 8 Ball.
Always ready to rumble with the 4th Avenue Jets at a moment's notice. All right. Well,
hand over all your nickels.
I gotta say, cheers to Peggy and cheers to Jackie.
Oh, Jackie! Wait, Jackie Patrick is a guy. It did say son. It did say son.
So it is a dude.
All right.
Oh,
but I guess he probably took Paula's last name then. I suppose.
Must have. No, all right. Let's move on to our next person that we're in memorializing. What else we got here?
Or wait, real quick. I just realized his name might be Jackie Patrick Wayne. Or wait.
Or he could be the son from her first marriage to Mr. Patrick. And
I'm sorry. I don't want to derail the show, but I need to know everything about Jackie Patrick.
I don't want to derail the show, but
get bottom of this.
Let's go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's all right. How about this? Why don't we stick a bookmark into Jackie Patrick, circle back, and we'll figure him out later.
Okay.
All right, let's move on to the next in memoriam. Who were we just looking at?
In memoriam, Tinson.
Cheryl Splett. Cheryl Splett suddenly
went to heaven.
Oh my God.
Okay.
I hate it when that happens. Oh, we can listen to it. Why don't we let the robot read us this one?
Simply the best. What the fuck happened?
Cheryl Splett went suddenly to heaven on the 1st of February 22. She is succeeded by her husband, daughter, granddaughter, and sister and brother. Simply the best, and will be missed by all who knew her.
Holy fuck, dude. That felt even...
I can't wait for when I shuffle off this mortal coil and I can have a terrifying dead-voiced robot summarize my life in 12 seconds.
It sounds like the robot doesn't even want to be there. Like
Let's go down this rabbit hole. What happens if you click on the send flowers button?
Yeah.
Oh.
Why not? I would love it if Cheryl Splett's family got a dozen flowers from some freaks on Twitch.
Maybe it's virtual flowers, like a like button.
Like poking someone on Facebook.
No, these are real flowers.
Okay.
These are
If anyone in the chat donates,
this is a good business.
Wait,
we'll send flowers.
What obituary website is this? And can you just list anybody?
Are you trying to
free flowers?
I like getting sent flowers.
Are you trying to sneak some flowers? Oh, what do you say, gang? Should we send Cheryl some flowers?
I think that it's kind of weird to just send people you don't know flowers.
Even
it really
if they're dead.
At a mystery?
At a mystery, just be like, hey, Robert Pattinson here. Sorry.
Grandma died? New Robert Pattinson?
There was no information in that obituary, yo. Like, she was sent suddenly to heaven.
Right? But she's a grandmother.
Was she murdered? I don't know. Like, I don't know.
Heaven.
Anything could be sudden.
Simply the best.
Oh, shit.
This
connection isn't working.
Point, exclamation point. Wait, simply the best, space. Exclamation point, exclamation point, space.
And those exclamation points, I believe, are important, because if the length of that is to be believed, I think they were charging by the character on that obituary website. They did not waste a lot of space on that one. Well, cheers. Here's to you. You were one of the great ones.
When suddenly
Let's do one. Let's sneak in one more.
Let's do it.
One
Sneak in one more. Okay.
Let's just
Mary Bridget Brown. Dumb
Mary-
fries.
dumb fries. Oh, you can add your own photo on this one.
Oh,
Clancy,
sweet.
why don't you upload a photo to this website?
Yeah, let's upload a photo.
This is very. This seems like it should not be a functionality
what?
allowed on this obituary website.
What?
Now this could be like one of those Instagram challenges, like pick the 6th photo on your camera reel, no cheating.
Oh yeah. If you have
There we go.
if you have a photo you want us to upload, put it in our Discord.
But please do be respectful. Make it
Or
something.
don't.
Make it
We
tasteful.
don't know who Mary Bridget Brown is. Mary Bridget Brown might have been a horrible, awful person.
Or like really into fandom.
Or like really into fandom.
Could be.
Made an
The
optimism.
two things you can be.
If only there was a paragraph about her life we could read to find out more information, but I'm afraid we've moved on. We simply can't go back to that well. All right, that was a bit of a bummer. Let's brighten the mood with a news story. What do
Yeah.
you get to the next news story, Clancy?
You know what always brightens my day? The news.
Yeah, let's see what stuff is happening in the news. Why don't we
Let's see.
pull up that next story?
And here we go, and pulling up the next story,
Fun
and
old time.
I'm pulling up the next story, and here it is.
A bloodbath.
Go ahead, Clancy.
China's tech workers face layoff bloodbath amid crackdown losses. Tens of thousands of workers have been let go amid a regulatory crackdown and overly aggressive expansion.
Wow.
This doesn't seem very silly.
This is from Al Jazeera.
You said it, Robert.
You said it, Bobby.
This feels very real.
Now, I don't want
There
to
are
be
no
critical
heroes.
of Al Jazeera. I don't want to be critical of Al Jazeera, but it seems to me like they missed the mark on this funny news story.
Should we just go ahead and move on?
Shame. I mean, you journalists have one job to do.
Yep.
And this is my biggest problem with that story. If you can't find a silly story that really happened in life, don't resort to making something up about some Chinese workforce. That's just bad journalism. That's just
Wait.
disrespectful.
Bobby, what is your understanding of the news?
The news? Yeah.
When I say the news to you, what are you
Yeah.
picturing?
Now I've been waiting for you to ask me this question all day. Now, the news is sort of like when a group of people get together and they do some segments and they talk to one another and relate to one another and they find out what's happening in the world. How close am I?
Yeah, it sounds about, you know what? That sounds like exactly what the news is to me.
That sounds like news. That sounds like news volume 3. That's what those CDs were called. That's kind of my music. What were they called? Now that's what I call news. There we go. Crack on. How about another segment?
That's kind of my music.
Just people reading devastating headlines in a Harry Kissinger voice. Henry Kissinger
I
voice.
don't like music.
And that's what I call
Tens of
music.
thousands of Chinese factory workers have been let go amid rising regulations.
Now imagine that with a beat by Timbaland underneath.
Yeah, tens of thousands.
Tens of thousands. Tens of thousands of
Many left without
Oh,
any
that's what that
futures.
gets you. All right, who's ready for a segment?
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Do I have three-way consent? Ben's taking a sip of the blood to give him life energy from the ground.
Blood.
All right.
Love it.
This next segment's called Robert's Big Fat Quizington.
Yeah.
Big Fat Quizington, it's the place you go to find out about the quiz. Now, Emily Pineapple, you host a quiz show.
Yes.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about that quiz show you host?
Oh my, why thank you. That's called Radio Free Multiverse. We do grand trivia every Friday at 9 p.m. Pacific, midnight Eastern. You know you want to do trivia run by an evil fish. It's trivia from outside of time and space.
And it's quite a good show. As I told you, I'm a bit of a fan.
I appreciate that so much, Rob.
And see, what I thought I could do is I could do your show right now here on this show.
Oh my gosh, I'd be honored. Wow.
See if I can take a crack at it, and maybe you can give me notes about how I am as a quiz master.
Wow, I mean the Batman himself. Like I'm just
All right, I'll give it a shot. So you usually do quizzes around some sort of a theme, usually maybe some sort of pop culture theme or something like that. Is that correct?
that is true.
All right, so let me take a crack at it. We'll do a Star Wars question.
Yeah.
Let's give it a shot.
I'm good at Star Wars.
Ben
I'm
Hawkins,
an expert.
Ben Hawkins, here's your quiz. What's that fellow Greedo?
Yeah, Greedo.
The guy who she shot him up with Han Solo.
Yeah.
What do you suppose was his deal?
He was collecting money for the Hutts.
See now.
Yeah, his whole deal is like, hey, Han Solo, you owe a lot of money. You can't go anywhere. So, Han Solo shot him to like get out of that, which is what a good person would do.
That wasn't very nice, was it?
Yeah, it wasn't too kind. Not known as a Boy Scout.
Not a nice guy. All right, well, I'd say that's good for a point. Is that how this works? All right, 1 point to Ben Hawkins.
Yeah.
They'll be all right. Emily Pineapple, you're next.
Hey.
Your question is, Indiana Jones.
My favorite Star Wars character.
Where do you think? Where do you even get a hat like that?
It was what, the 1940s? We were World
Sure
War
was.
II.
When that movie came out.
Yeah. So if it's 40s, I don't think they had Goodwin Bros yet. Those hats, like Goodwin Bros, like the hat store. So I gotta assume his university gift shop. So
It was a bit of merch back then. They didn't have hoodies and snuggies.
No, 100%. Yeah, or he stole it, like all those artifacts.
Now, follow-up question for a bonus point. If you could travel back in time to any gift shop in the world, which one would you pick?
Oh my goodness. Any in the world all through time. Okay. So I'm going to go to Roman occupied Egypt.
Roman Egypt?
Yes, because they did do like museums of, the Egyptian, ancient Egyptian sites, etc. and they had merch, and I want some of that merch. There's a pen from ancient Rome. It says, my friend went to Rome, and like all I got was this pen. Like that's essentially what is written in Latin on it. So I want some of that good Rome merch, you know?
I would look lovely on your little writing desk.
Right? Yeah.
I'd like to get a lanyard from there.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to go to what I might do. I might go to the gift shop at Pompeii. Fill up my basket. Like, I've got to go get my credit card from the car, mate. Be right back. And skid it right out of there.
They've got a pen which just it's just like a ashy guy just jacking off.
And then when
and instead of his clothes falling off, it's just nothing. He's just stuck like that forever.
You turn it again, and all his skin melts off.
Yeah.
Some volcanic rock. Forks Washington gift shop, circa 2009. Now there's a gift shop.
Yeah.
You see, I like that because I would get a kickback from that one. A couple of pictures of my face. Who said that in the chat? You're smart.
Lena 316.
Lena 316. All right, Emily Pineapple. That puts you at 2 points for the quiz.
Yay!
2 points for that one.
2 points.
I only got 1 point for mine.
Points for that one. Yes, it was a bonus. All right,
Wait,
Claire.
can I answer the question? Can I get a point?
I mean, you're going to get your own question, but I suppose... Is this allowed on your quiz show, Emily? Can they answer a question that was asked to you?
Well, we do encourage cheating as a rule, so basically anything goes.
It's yours to steal, Clancy, if you act fast.
I would go to the gift shop at Legoland in the year 2005 because when I was there in 2005, when I was 10 years old, I didn't have any money, so I couldn't buy any of the cool-ass shit that they have at the gift shop in Legoland in 2005. So I would go back there with all the money I have now, which is not much more than I had when I was 10 years old, but enough.
To go back in time to even further and invest in Google and then return to the Lego store.
There you go. Go to the gift shop outside of the garage in Silicon Valley where Google started.
And say, I've got $1 for you.
And buy some stocks at their gift shop.
I don't have stock options at the gift shop.
Google sold the original Google gift shop. It sold stocks in the company and just those little dinosaurs that grow in water.
Honestly,
Billies you drop in.
If big companies were not cowards, they would all sell stock options in their gift shops.
Yes, dinosaurs. You know what? I once was taking my morning medications with my sleep mask still on, and I thought one of those dinosaurs was me morning arthritis pill. And you know what happened, Ben Hawkins?
I have no idea.
I plumb had a dinosaur grow in my stomach. Did you believe that?
Did it pop out like an alien?
I'll bet your stomach was roaring.
No, it's still in there. Still down in there.
It's still in there.
Just scrapping around.
That was this morning. It's been a rough day.
Laying eggs.
Well, I hope he doesn't lay eggs.
That's what dinosaurs do. They scratch around and they honk. They don't roar, actually. They honk.
That's where I put my bangers and mash.
Dinosaurs like that, maybe. I don't know.
Then you're scaring me. Then you're frightening me. Ben, take it back.
I don't know. Maybe there's a dinosaur in your stomach eating bangers and mash. Honking away and flapping its little feathers around because they know that they have those. They have those now.
It ain't so.
Yeah.
Well, when I die of this terrible dinosaur egg in my stomach, I want you all to split my things equally.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, no fighting over who gets the Oscars. You all get a piece to take home.
Can I get the rock mermaid that you jacked off to in the lighthouse?
You absolutely can if you promise not to jack off to it.
I can't promise that. I promise.
That one's just for me. That one's just for old Bobby Pats.
Can I have the 9/11 from Remember Me?
You can have all the 9/11s from all my movies if you want, Clancy.
Does 9/11 happen in every one of your movies?
Not in the lighthouse.
You know how
Are you sure, Ben?
You know how Sam Raimi puts that one fellow in all his movies? The fellow who played Ash from Evil Dead.
Yeah.
What's that fellow's name?
Bruce Campbell.
See, I'm kind of like that with 9/11. I like to sneak 9/11 into every place I can get in one of my movies. Because, 9/11, some people call it nepotism, but 9/11 was there for me when I needed it the most, and I just like to give it a hand when I can.
Yeah. You like me lobster, don't you? And you just see the second plane going. You like me lobster, don't you?
You answer me lobster, do you? Stop in the background. 9/11. I don't think that day would have been as tragic if it had just been a lighthouse that had hit.
I think it would have been significantly less. Yeah.
I don't know if that's a controversial opinion, but I don't think it would have been as big of a
That's
deal.
not a controversial opinion. Yeah. Not a
Instead of thousands of New Yorkers, it would have just been one guy with a beard.
Honestly,
Yeah.
call me a nutter, but if I could go back and change time,
Oh, the train problem or the trolley problem. You would choose to kill the one person tied up to save the 7 people tied up. Okay.
With one hour
I
full
feel
of
like
Wall
the
Street
trolley
business.
problem is a lot easier when one rail is 9/11.
And the other one is
The
the lighthouse
other
from
is
the movie
one
The
guy.
Lighthouse. Yeah.
But the other guy is Willem Dafoe.
Oh
It's Willem Dafoe up there in that lighthouse on that train track.
no! Is this before he did the Spider-Man movies or after?
Clancy, are you going to look me in the eyes?
Actually,
and say
the
you
first
killed
one
Willem
was
Dafoe?
shot
Stop
before
it.
9/11. And they changed the ending because of the two towers were featured heavily in the ending of the Willem Dafoe Spider-Man.
Yes. Yeah, that's also why they changed the ending to Shrek 2. All right, let's move on to the next news story. I think it's time. Are we at a news story or are we at a segment? What's going on?
Let's do we got a news story. Let's do it. I think so. Here we go, and here it is, and I'm
Work that
there it
magic.
is.
Oh.
Why don't you go?
28 problem-solving products from Walmart for anyone who wants to be pleasantly surprised.
Wow.
I could use a pleasant surprise.
I'd rather like that.
Problem-solving products. What sort of problems do these solve? I guess we have to find out.
We've got to find out one at a time. I tell you, Clancy, why don't you start on this list, and I've got to go take a quick piss in my toilet. I'll be right back.
Okay.
A loo.
A 3-in-1 bottle brush. Since trying to clean a water bottle with a normal sponge or dishcloth just never works well. And this will easily swipe away any mold and icky bacteria so you can keep enjoying that fresh H2O.
That doesn't have to be like a special kind of brush. That could just be that long one.
Yeah.
Without the little rabbit tickler. The little clip
Also-
tickler on that.
Also, why do you need to clean a water bottle? You just put water in it.
Yeah, I spit in mine and then that's enough.
Well, because see, some people, they end up with a lot of scum in their water bottle, but they're not drinking it fast enough is the problem.
Yeah, you gotta
You
get
should be-
more hydrated.
You should be pushing through 30 bottles of water in a day, then you never have to clean it.
Yeah, that's
I
like
have
taking
my
a shot.
dog spit in it because dogs have cleaner mouths than humans.
Yeah, give it to your dog with a big long tongue.
Yeah, you might want to try that.
Have your dog stick his tongue down in there, and that'll do it.
I like that it includes the little like straw cleaner, though. You ever tried to have a smoothie in a reusable straw?
Did it say it's like 2 in 1?
3 in 1. I
3 in
don't
1.
know
What is
what
the three?
the other
third
one
thing?
is.
It's a normal sponge and a clit tickler and a
Yeah.
What's that bottom? That's the
The back hole, the bussy tickler.
yeah, that's the taint tickler.
Taint
It's
tickler.
got a taint scrubber, it's got a clit tickler, and it's got a butt blaster.
Yeah.
Mm.
Did I hear someone say a bussy jiggler?
Yeah.
Oh, that came back.
We're talking bus up in here.
This when I was pissing. So it seems are you all rather, what is it, satisfied?
I'm
Surprised?
surprised and pleasantly.
Yeah.
I don't think it's really as good. You could accomplish the same thing with just one big brush.
Yeah, I have a brush like that already.
The Hitachi brush.
Yeah.
Magic brush.
Yeah. That'll break up a fucking sidewalk in your sink.
Doubles as tenderizer.
That is a problem that I have, a sidewalk being inside my water bottle.
That's what I don't like is when I'm washing dishes and
Suddenly there's a sidewalk.
who put that there?
Just a whole ass neighborhood.
Who built a sidewalk through my fucking dishes?
What are
Well,
you doing? It's 7:00 in the morning. Hey, fuck you. We're doing work. Not my sink. No. Take out a massive fucking dildo jackhammer and take your life back.
Take that life back.
Happens to the best of us, doesn't it?
Yeah. It certainly does.
All right. What's object number 2 on this list, Clancy?
Let's see. A Bluetooth sleep headband with built-in speakers for the side sleepers who need music, white noise, or other audio to fall asleep but can't stand uncomfy earbuds digging in. I feel your pain. This is a solution you've been dreaming of. Pro tip, it also works great for outdoor winter workouts, especially running.
Oh,
For
That's-
running?
of the
The
button.
fucking blindfold. What the fuck are they talking about?
Yeah,
Running.
it's a running blindfold.
That's so. What the fuck are they talking about? It's a goddamn blindfold with speakers in it. It's probably not comfortable.
It looks quite frightening.
Yeah, it's
If
like
I was having a romantic dalliance with someone I met on the internet, and I stayed over at their place, and we fell asleep in each other's arms, and I wake up and that thing's on their head, I'm getting out my crossbow and I'm into it. That's deeply unpleasant.
you know what helps me sleep is putting on like audio through a fucking speaker.
It's true.
Yeah.
Doesn't necessarily have to be strapped to your head.
Yeah.
I guess this is to protect your partner from having to listen to whatever podcasts put you to sleep or something.
What partner?
I don't know. Like, I assume that that's who this is for. Like, it's for somebody, because if you're by yourself, why don't you just play the damn audio off of a speaker or your phone?
Nobody's
This product-
in my room but me.
This
Why don't you
product,
just wear a blindfold? I got a better idea. Just get a blindfold and run into the fucking street.
that solved the problem. I think this product only ever been purchased by the wives of Joe Rogan fans.
Honey, I got you a gift for me.
Sweet serenade of music.
Sorry, guys, my connection cut out. This is why poor people shouldn't be broadcasting.
I thought you just dropped the mic and left the channel after encouraging people to throw themselves.
Real
Kill
bad boy
yourself.
shit.
I'm out of here.
Some more of that bad boy behavior, certainly.
Yeah.
How many products are on this list?
28.
Jesus.
Emily, what's your favorite number between 1 and 28?
17.
Good one.
17. Let's find out what 17 is.
Ooh, a pack of 4 reusable shower caps for a very stylish way to keep your locks dry while you clean the rest of your body. No wash days are about to become so much more fun with these beauties. Hee hee.
My mom used these growing up, all childhood, because I wasn't allowed to get my hair wet.
What?
See, I just leave my hair outside when I take a bath. Usually works for me. Usually works for me.
Oh, here's a
Clancy,
promising review.
I think you look quite dashing with that zebra number on.
Oh, yeah, definitely. But I wouldn't wear it in the shower. I feel like if it's something that you're just going to wear in the shower, who cares? Make it look like nothing. But I would wear this as a daily driver.
You could wear that. You could wear that to a formal event.
Mm-hmm.
You could have a glass of champagne with the Contessa wearing that one.
Oh yeah.
Or a bunch of zebras.
Yeah.
Well, but you think you'd fit right in, wouldn't you?
I just go up and go, nay.
You know, it's a day to night look, zebra to Contessa look.
And now that's one of your
Goes everywhere.
catchphrases on your style blog, isn't it? Classic. Everyone tunes in to find out Emily's classic zebra to Contessa look recommendations for the week.
You need to know. When you leave your home at the beginning of the day or the end of the night, when you leave your home, you don't know how many Contessas or how many zebras you're going to see. You want to be prepared.
It's true. It's true. This should be, that's just part of planning your day.
Yeah.
Clancy, what's your favorite number between 1 and 100?
Between 1 and 100?
Sure.
Sure.
7.
Yeah, dial it back. All right, good.
Okay, here we go. An anti-fog spray plus cloth, because if you wear glasses, they've probably been fogging up every 9 seconds whenever you wear a mask, which is a problem that this spray will conveniently solve. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. All these problems. Fog on me glasses. I didn't have that on my 2022 bingo card.
Oh my god.
Bad me for that. That little.
Those
Fog defender.
Mm-hmm.
Now could this be used to banish any sort of fog?
Oh.
a living fog.
Brain
Probably
fog?
not.
Some sort of spectre or brain fog, put it up the nose like a drop of mescaline.
I bet it would clear up brain fog in no time if you blast that shit up your nose.
Which certainly would wake you up.
But you could hear a dubstep.
Some people think I'm bonkers, but I just think I'm strange. All right. Ben Hopkins, please tell me what your favorite number in the whole world is.
Let's go with I think it's like 27. Is it 27 or 28? We got
very last one.
27.
All right. Let's go 28. Yeah.
Yikes.
Ooh, and a snap-on strainer to make cooking even easier. If you tend to lose half of your pasta and or other yummy eats in the sink as you strain the baby, the baby is here to save your life. Just snap it onto the rim of your pot and pour all the water out without sacrificing any precious noodles.
That shit is not going to save your life. That shit is going to sit in a drawer.
Well, the thing is
hot.
that when I lose my pastas, I often kill myself. So,
yeah, it's a chronic.
Big noodles.
And that's unfortunately. Now, my problem with this product is it only saves me from when I lose my pasta in the sink. But what if I lose it other places? What if I lose it? What if I lose it on the trolley on the way to me business meetings? What do you have for me then, Strainer? What if I lose it when I'm comically exchanging coats with someone I'm having a meet cute with at a Italian restaurant?
It also looks like it only fits on one size of pot.
Yeah, exactly.
Very true.
It's
Yeah,
not
that's
very
fantastic.
versatile, so you couldn't use it on the double-decker bus on the way to a cricket
No,
match.
it doesn't help you.
Wouldn't even dream of it.
Damn it, come on, man.
My cricket pot?
It's dropping off.
Couldn't do it. All right. Well, that's been very enlightening. That's a pretty good news story, I'd say. That was a fun one. Have we lost Ben Hawkins once again?
Well, and I think he's back again.
Hey, what's up? Do I actually disappear when I?
It
Just a little.
makes you freeze for a second, and then it does a little wheel, and then it pops you back in.
Yeah. Well, at least I let you guys know, and I this whole show I've just been like, oh, okay. It's been a while.
But I'm glad you're back now, just in time for our next segment, a segment I like to call Darkington Webbing Spin Tonight in Sending Blending Finton.
Yeah.
Webbington, Sonightington, Findlesonton. This is my favorite sort of segment to do with all my friends. Ben Hawkins, why don't you tell us a little bit about that show you host?
Oh, it's a show where we I get some of my funniest friends to come up and do stand-up, and then I show messed up videos from the internet. And it's happening this Friday at Funhouse, and we just did it at Helium Comedy Club, and it's been a real hit.
That sounds awesome.
On good time.
Yeah, it's smashing.
It's a smashing. I've been to several, and I always had a good time.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm watching your show, and I think, where does he find these things?
Oh yeah, I think my algorithm makes it really easy now, because when it first started off, I had to actually dig through Reddit and YouTube, like on my hands and knees, and just pluck out things like a little pearl in the fucking in the mud. But now my algorithm actually they're just like, this is fucked up. You want to see this? Just like,
You've
yes.
deeply traumatized your phone into codependent relation.
All of my phones die quickly by their own hands.
Well, this is a segment where I thought I'd give that a crack. I thought I could do your show for a little bit, and maybe you can tell me how I do.
Yeah.
All right, Clancy, why don't you go and bring us up the first?
Here we go. I'm going to bring up the first wacky video that you found, and here it here it is. And here it is.
Oh.
Charlie bit my finger.
A classic.
Let's watch.
Charlie bit me. Ah. Ah. Oh, ouch. Ouch. Ouch, Charlie. Ah. Charlie, that really hurt. Charlie bit me. And that really hurt, Charlie, and it's still hurting.
It's been a very long time since I've seen that video.
Is a bit of a scam. Let's watch that one more time, shall we?
Hey, I'm back. Yes, Charlie bit me. What a legendary video. I think it was up to about 1 million billion views the last time.
Have you seen that one?
That was like the original big YouTube hit. thing that got like over millions and millions of views. I think it was the first video to get like 1 billion views on YouTube.
Are you telling me people already know about this one?
About Charlie Bit Me? I mean, not everyone.
I'd never heard of it before. Tell my nephew showed it to me yesterday morning.
Yeah, probably well, you know, I guess I thought it was popular in England. You know, Cheerio.
Popular like Cheerios are popular. That's very true. Cheerios are extremely popular, which brings us to our next ad read. Today's show is brought to you by Cheerios. Make sure you get Cheerios every morning, and they're full of iron. I'm ready for the day. Well, you can get off Cheerios. So you have to get Cheerios. Now with extra iron. All right, Clancy. I don't think I'm quite done with this segment. I feel like Ben wasn't very impressed with that one.
I think it's a classic homage to something that still works.
All right, well, let's do one more video for this Darkington Webbington audience.
All right.
Let's do it.
See if I can find something zany here. Something a little wacky. Something a little...
I mean, I don't.
This looks like it could be kind of wacky.
Bobby.
Yeah.
This looks like it might be a little bit wacky. Maybe we should...
This looks like a good video. I think we should play it.
I'm a little bit worried that this is going to
Maybe
violate the Twitch terms of service.
How could it?
And it's going to be a little bit
It's going to be a silly
problem
video.
for me in the future.
It's a silly video, Clancy. Look, it's a man, and I guess he's arguing with his family.
Look at that silly look on his face. I bet he's about to bite that other man's finger.
I'm going to use one of my 7 executive decisions to veto this one.
All right, Clancy.
In the contract, I made sure that I got 7 times to veto. And I'm using it.
You know, I don't agree with it, but I respect you for making that call.
I respect your shrewd business dealings.
Yes.
Your
Very
business brain is so galaxy. Like, I'm surprised that you wouldn't throw away your future over showing people a really silly, wacky joke. You know,
You've got integrity, Clancy, and I respect that.
I like it. I'll watch it on my own later and jack off.
Yeah, we can. And tell me what you think when you do. I'd love to hear. All right,
To be clear, I love that video. I watch it on a regular basis.
Yeah.
I just don't think I'm allowed to show it on Twitch.
I play the audio of that in my Bluetooth blindfold white noise thing,
Keep that
along with the audio from Gaddafi being beaten to death in the streets.
a nice relation. Step it in. I like just the 1 second loop of the needle going into Timothy McVeigh's arm. Just that little bloop, that little noise.
Bing.
Blink. That's a fun one.
That puts me down.
Story.
Okay, let's do another news story. A trifle for the Queen. UK unveils Jubilee pudding winner. This is
this is good.
At AP News.
Look at that pudding.
It looks good.
Yeah.
What makes it Jubilee?
Do you think?
Now Jubilee. Now Emily.
Mm-hmm.
You know how you all have the Super Bowl on your side of the pond.
Mm-hmm.
The pudding Jubilee is sort of like our Super Bowl.
Oh, that's cool. Is it like an X-Men thing? Jubilee's
It's a big event. There's all sorts of men there. X-Men, Y-Men, women. And they all come to see what pudding's gonna win.
Love it.
And it was this one.
It looks like good pudding.
story, Clancy.
Oh,
Okay, all right. A 31-year-old copywriter's 7-layer lemon Swiss roll and amaretti trifle beat 5,000 desserts in a UK-wide competition to become the official pudding, or dessert if you're not British, of the Queen's Platinum Jubilee.
wait. So a pudding is any dessert?
And that's what we call them. A Snickers bar, that's a pudding.
And that one out of any dessert?
A slice
Yeah,
of pizza.
I mean, I think that's a pretty good pudding.
It looks good. I would eat that. Num num num. I
Any
would give
dessert. It looks like it's a pudding. I don't know. Wouldn't they want cake?
There's
Yeah,
some
that's a
cake in
different
there.
show.
There's Swiss
Like
rolls
some
in
sort of-
there.
That's true.
Looks like a cake with some cream and some tortilla chips on top of it.
Delicious.
For enjoying the frosting.
Cake.
Now, you Americans, I might understand that you like to put your cakes on top of cowboy hats.
Yeah,
Yeah, we do that.
the cowboy cake.
Is that something you all do? I read that. I read that one time on the news.
Yeah, we put cakes on cowboy hats and we mosey those cows on home.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Ben Hawkins, have you ever been to the rodeo?
Dude, every time I talk.
Ben has dropped out again, I think.
Lovely. Lovely.
He'll be
Oh.
back in a second. Let's not worry about it.
Who do you suppose that old bird is?
Is that the Queen?
Who do you
Queen!
suppose, Bobby?
On my program?
It looks like the Queen. Is she
Oh,
still?
what an honor to have the visage of my favorite lady up there on the screen. God, I love her and her cherubic smile.
I'm sorry. What was the question?
No.
Who do you suppose
God,
that lady is? Was the question?
Who do you suppose this old bird is?
That's the Queen, the most honored Queen, the Mother of America.
The mother of dragons? The Queen?
Yes.
Khaleesi.
Oh, I salute you, my Khaleesi. That cheeky smile. Nimble as a mountain goat she is.
Oh, the whole deal is like you give pudding to the Queen, and that's why it's special.
Yeah, it's a platinum jubilee.
To the
Oh.
Queen.
Does she actually eat it?
Ben
Oh,
Hawkins,
Ben,
I
you've never been to a platinum jubilee?
I'm just a plebe.
Wow.
well, Ben Hawkins, let me explain it to you. It's the Platinum Jubilee is sort of like our version of the rodeo.
Oh, I understand now.
Oh.
So it's the best thing that ever happens
Yes.
all year?
Something we look forward to.
Yeah, it's something to look forward to. Even no matter what, no matter how dark
So,
it gets, I always
it
look.
can
I always
always-
remember. Hey! I look in the mirror and say, "Hey, buddy, you just get to that next rodeo."
Next
Just get to that
rodeo.
next rodeo. Watch
Next
some
Jubilee.
Watch some
Ready for-
12-year-olds bust some mutton.
Yeah.
Mutton. It's something to look forward to. I know every 14 months, which is a British year, we'll have another Jubilee. This is lovely. Let's go through that slideshow one more time.
And let's go through that slideshow one more time. And I'm going through that slideshow, and we're here. Oh, and
There
Well
she
done.
is again.
going through it.
Well done.
Gemma Melvin.
Oh,
I
Gemma
like her
Melvin.
teeth so much. She has very cute teeth.
Yeah.
She really does, doesn't she? She sort of reminds me of she's got the teeth of Rachel Lindsay from season 23 of The Bachelorette. Did you all watch that program? Remember Rachel Lindsay? She almost wound up with Peter, and she wound up settling for that other guy. We all know what I'm talking about. That pretty much does it for that news story. I think we've covered that one pretty good. You all ready for another segment? Do I have three-way consent?
Let's do it.
All right, this segment's called Pointerson Point Counterpointerson. Pointerson Point Counterpoint and sin. That's where you go to find out the opinions. All right, Pointerson Point Counterpointerson. This is something that they have on every news show in the world, and it's where they get two experts together and they make them go tete-a-tete on a hot topic ripped from today's headlines.
Yeah.
So, for this session of Pointerson Point Counterpointerson, Ben Hawkins,
Right here.
You will be debating Emily Pineapple, and Ben, you will be debating from the opinion that guns should be outlawed,
Okay.
and that no one should be allowed to own a gun for the safety of the country. And Emily, you'll be arguing the point that everyone should be required to have one. Ben, your time. You've got 1 minute to make your point, and your time, it starts right now. Go!
Sandy Hook was 10 years ago. We should have learned then that, maybe you had a bit of a problem. Now we don't even bat an eye whenever I don't even finish the headline when I hear that there's another school shooting. So I think that, because the school ones are boring. They're all the same. I need the spicier, more creative, newer mass shootings just to get my rocks off. So I think that maybe we've had a little bit too much of a gun problem so far. And we should solve problems with our fists and with swords. Because they're cooler and more fair. I'm just seeing a reflection of myself now.
Time has startled me. That was some pretty good points. All right, Emily Pineapple, your rebuttal starts today.
Yeah, everyone should be required to be armed at all times. Everyone deserves a gun, a Glock at least, or a pistol, or a one of those bear guns. They're like a revolver, but they're like comically large because they're for shooting bears. Automatic rifles, AK-47s. Look, if the people in 9/11 in the tower all have guns,
go on them. I'm adding 10 seconds to your clock. I've got to see where this one goes.
Bullets don't melt steel, okay? So
Talk that shit.
yeah.
Go off, Queen.
Like,
All right.
That's a good point.
That was a pretty good point.
I didn't think about 9/11.
I'm sorry, Ben, but I think Emily.
They never do.
How could I had forgotten completely about 9/11, and you never do that, even for a second.
That's the one rule.
Means they'd have guns.
The people in the buildings could have gotten out the window and
Yes.
just pew, 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 pew.
Sprayed it down with their automatic and semi-automatic and non-automatic and
Bear guns.
bear guns.
Harpoons.
The various denizens of the World Trade Center could have rained fire upon the streets of Manhattan that day.
Radioactive isotopic flechette rounds.
And the streets red with plain blood.
Put that jet fuel in the ground where it belongs.
Good.
Not on the foundations of our architecture.
Give it back to the dinosaurs.
Yep.
Never again.
Yeah, I surrender.
Yeah.
Never again.
Never again.
Clancy! I seem to have accidentally tossed all my cue cards all around during that segment. What do you suppose is next up on the docket?
I suppose that.
So I surrender. Those were good points.
Thank you.
I suppose that it looks to me like we have 2 segments left and some news stories.
Do a news story.
Okay, let's do it.
Story.
Mouth-watering barbecue chicken nachos. Try the recipe. Fox News flash headlines.
I love Fox News.
This
is where patriots get their news from, and I won't hear anything different.
If there's 2 things that I know Robert Pattinson loves, it's 9/11 and Fox News.
Fox News.
Change everything.
All right. What's so newsworthy about these nachos here?
With a combination of carby goodness with oodles of savory toppers like avocado, jalapenos, and more. Would we call avocado or jalapeno savory?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I would consider either of those to be savory. Jalapenos are spicy for sure. For sure.
Spice.
Avocados kind of don't taste like anything.
Depends on what you do with them.
Now, this is interesting. What are different things you could do with an avocado, Ben Hawkins?
You can fuck it.
Yeah, watch yourself.
That's how you make an avocado savory.
That's a savory avocado. You fuck the pit out of that thing, and then you can also put them on bread and make a generation of people broke.
Yep.
And not afford to be able to buy houses.
Yep.
Boy, that's what's right
savory.
there. We would all be in palatial ranch-style brownstones if it went for that auto toast.
Palatial ranch-style brownstones.
Yes, like Buckingham Palace. All right, what do you make of this recipe, Emily? Do you think this looks like something you might bring around to the big game?
Ooh, to the big game. I'm gonna say less cilantro, more breasts, just in general.
Look, yeah, dude.
And yeah, I mean the rest of it looks delicious.
Usually, you don't see breasts being quantified by pounds that
right.
often. Usually, it's per unit.
Yeah.
One
or
breast, two breast, 4.
I prefer them by the pound. Tell you that much.
Sure you do. I'd say a couple of pounds.
To get the Fox
You
News.
get a pound. Should we get the Fox News app for the program?
Don't get the Fox News.
Really interesting.
Make it stop.
I mean, what happens if we try to get the Fox News app?
You're really interested.
Dude, you are going to get signed up for.
Here, I'm gonna pull it off and then.
I would love to see you get radicalized slowly.
We'll document it. It'll be like a documentary.
It'll be a deep dive where we be like, so this is what happens when you first. Are we going for it?
Fox is everywhere. Watch Fox News Channel on all of your devices to keep up to date with the latest news, politics, entertainment, and more.
You see,
seems like a pretty good app to me. You can get it for Fubo.
for
us. No, that's Fubu. Clancy, I think we should do sort of a Super Size Me style documentary where your media diet consists solely of Fox News for 1 month.
Oh, yeah.
And we see what it does to your body and your spirit.
Super radicalize me.
I think that can be cracked.
And back to the nachos.
Back to the nachos we go.
I mean, look. I tell you what, these nachos look pretty delicious, and if I have to be a huge racist to eat them, fuck it.
Hey.
Nachos are so good. you'll be racist.
Cold breast barbecue nachos.
That's
Let's pop into the next segment, shall we?
up into the next. What do we got? I think I have the one for the next segment. Let me see it scroll across the bottom. Yes! In Gambleton, Schusenberg, colon parentheses, case Closington, Gamblington, Schusenberg. Case Closington! Now, this is a segment I like to do. It's one of my favorite segments to do with all my best friends. Where, I fancy myself the world's greatest detective. I think we all know that. And I figured we've got a couple of hot shot young minds here on the program today. Why don't we go back into some of the famous unsolved cases and see if we can take a crack at them?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let me get my magnifying glass.
Let's get that magnifying glass out.
Come on, gumshoes.
Close. Go on, where in the world is this?
Here it is. Okay. Colorado's mad pooper still at large as police. Charmin implore her to turn herself in. Wait,
What?
Is the policeman named Charmin?
That's a confusing headline. Is her name Charmin?
Maybe this company, Charmin, the toilet paper company.
Yeah, because they hate
and
poop.
the toilet paper company Charmin.
I don't know why.
That's why they make toilet papers, because they're like, get it off of me.
The mad pooper.
Well, the toilet paper company doesn't want anyone making bad press for poop.
Yeah. Charmin.
The brand.
If the mad pooper turns herself in, we'll give her a year's supply of TP to help her with her runs. Wait,
wow.
I should become a mad pooper.
Yeah.
I hate corporations try to be like cute, and
We
like,
should all become mad poopers.
Yeah. We just
Give
gotta
her TP.
call their bluff, you know?
Being cute to a very clearly mentally ill person who's defecating in the streets.
Or just
That's
really bad IBS who won't stop running.
Do you all remember this story when it was in the news a couple of years ago?
I recognize
in the news.
I recognize the term mad pooper. So, yes.
She pooped in front of the same house on a jog every day and
Yeah,
terrorized.
sorry.
Wait, what did the people who lived in that house do? This sounds like revenge.
I don't know. You got to pick it up. Sucks.
And they cleaned it and they raised their traumatized children.
Oh, that sucks. Every week.
Yeah, I don't know. This doesn't sound to me like a mentally ill person. This sounds like a jogger with a revenge plan.
Yeah.
Sort of vindictive. Well, here we go, Clancy. Now we're zeroing in on sort of a profile for this criminal.
Well, I think this goes all the way to the top. I don't think this criminal is not the criminal that we're looking for. We need to find out what the people in that house did.
Ooh.
And where they're getting their money from and what they spend it on.
Glocks.
Mm. You're thinking maybe there could be some sort of organized crime involved.
I think even more than organized. I think they're connected to the government. I think Charmin is in on it.
Corporate crime.
Unheard of.
This is free press for Charmin.
Yes.
Charmin paid this woman to go poop in front of the house so they could make this tweet and drum up some more press for themselves?
Was this a false flag operation?
Yeah. Now I think we're getting to the root of it.
Yeah.
I think we found our culprit, Clancy. That was excellently done.
Follow
Charmin's
the
to
money.
blame.
Every time, follow the
Follow
money.
the money.
Gotta follow the money. Should we try to we wrap that one up rather quickly? Should we try to solve another case?
Do we have another case to solve?
You're the one with the script in front of you. Why don't you see if you can pull one up?
You bet I am. Cold case team that claimed to identify the Zodiac killer now reportedly has goldmine of evidence.
Wow.
Does this sounds like this is a pretty open and shut case?
Yep.
Do I look just like the drawing of the Zodiac killer?
Yes.
Yeah.
What?
Do I look identical to the drawing of the Zodiac killer?
Yes.
Just a little bit.
He looks just like me.
Yeah, case closed. Where's Clancy?
We found
Look at
him.
the picture. We found him.
Found him, guys. We did it.
There
Why'd
you
you
go.
have to go and do something silly like kill all those people?
Well, it was the only way to get my cipher career off the ground.
It is
It's
hard
true.
to get paid to be a cipherist.
Yeah.
It is so hard.
Yeah,
But then
many
you get all that press, and suddenly people are knocking your door down saying, make me a cipher.
And how'd that go for you?
Oh man, I've made so many ciphers.
Well, I'm very proud of you for all you've accomplished since then. And this is another open and shut case by the four genius detectives. Should we do one more? Or should we move on?
The four
What do you
genius
think?
detectives, one of us was the killer the whole time.
And some say that's an unfair advantage, but I say you play the hand that you dealt.
Hold on.
I guess,
Point
yeah,
at the right corner.
let's,
there.
okay, here we go.
There it is.
Screenshot. That one's
Figured it
guilty.
out.
Okay, let's see. Bigfoot sighting captured on camera at Blossom Music Center by the Cleveland Orchestra. Watch this never-before seen footage. That just looks like a lady's face.
She
Show
doesn't
me
look
the Bigfoot.
Oh. Is this a 37-minute video they want us to watch?
Show me the Bigfoot.
But
Well,
listen to
we've
what
all
she
seen-
has to say.
Let's
Clancy.
scrub through it a little bit.
Clancy, find the Bigfoot.
So let's take a look at where we stand right now. So there's a new Pew Research Center analysis that was posted about the latest census data. And it finds that
Wait,
about
this has nothing to
4
do
in
with
10
Bigfoot.
adults between the ages. It's so valuable to kind of
What is
have
this?
an objective person to talk things through with, give you tools to work
They're doing an
the
ad for
values that our
fucking
clients
BetterHelp.
have coming into it, and their mindset is more open-minded.
Values that our
and
clients
it's
have.
just so much more fun.
Where's the Bigfoot?
What is
They
this?
start for Bigfoot?
Is there a Bigfoot even? Is there a Bigfoot?
Dating.
Oh, these
across
some
my
couple of
life and think
Bigfoot
about, wow,
in
you
front
know
of
what, I
us
really
right
thought
here.
That's being pretty alike.
Are maybe
Is this even the video?
Puts a guard up versus a place of
This is-
scarcity that really
This
resonated with
can't
me
be it.
because of serving their
Where's
best
the
selves in
Bigfoot?
2016
I think we
and
can
the
soundly
days of
say
the
that they're not
changing numbers,
Bigfoots.
you can-
I think
Yeah.
this is open and closed. Let's just do a lightning round one at a time. Ben Hawkins, Bigfoot real, or is it just a big monkey with great posture?
There's he's real. He lives in the Pacific Northwest. We all know that, but you know he doesn't really like people, so he stays to himself. He actually
Shadow.
likes some people. He only likes really crazy people who love him.
Sometimes he'll
Like,
like
me
back
and
to
kind of happen.
Yeah.
Emily Pineapple, Bigfoot real, or a monkey with good posture?
very real. Very real. Yeah. Sometimes invites people back to his den. It's sort of an interesting, fan creator sort of power dynamic relationship with Bigfoot. But I don't know really, I can't really speak to the whole situation with Bigfoot and his fans, but
This sounds like you might have an inside scoop, Emily. Are you being facetious? Do
Am I
you,
being
have a,
facetious.
do you know a little bit more about Bigfoot than you're letting on?
I'm just saying it's a little weird whenever there's a person or Bigfoot who is ape, presumably, acting intimately with their fans.
Mm-hmm.
There can be a bit of a power dynamic thing, I can't speak to it. I'm not,
Just something to be wary of, I suppose.
I just want to say, I just made the connection that the name of this segment is Gumshoes. I
Yes!
just figured that out.
Did you not read my good piece of paper? I lost it. Did you
I
not?
found
did you
it to
not?
be entirely nonsense until this moment.
Did you not heard that? All right. Before we move on, Clancy, really quick. Bigfoot, is he real or some sort of forest type?
100% real.
All right, moving on. Have we got another news story?
I suppose we do.
We're wrapping up, or should we just move on to the last segment?
I
Let's
think,
do one.
I mean, we're
Quick.
coming pretty close to 2 hours at this point.
Yeah.
Let's each just say one sentence about this last news story,
Okay.
and then we'll wrap.
Bracing for her future, baby giraffe fitted with orthotic.
All right.
You were right. You were
that's
right.
Cool.
This is a pretty good one.
Yeah, I like this one.
Your one sentence about it?
It's I don't know. Cyberpunk Zoo is a 10 out of 10.
All right, Emily Pineapple, your one sentence about this cool giraffe.
Better healthcare for giraffes than for humans. I want a prosthetic.
That's very true. It'd be hard to get one of these for a fella. Clancy, your one sentence review. Thumbs up.
That's it.
Yeah.
In fact, 2 thumbs up.
No, I like to see. That's what I like to see. All right, and that brings us to our last segment. Oh, this has been such a crack-on good time, and I'm so thankful to my guests and my new best friends for joining me today. Our last segment today is Robert's Big Fun Predictioning Tins. What are Robert's Big Fun Predictioning Tins? It's where you go to find out the news. All right, and we'll go ahead and we'll fold plugs into this one. How about that? Part of this here segment is we'll go around in a circle, and one by one, first, you'll give your plug where your show's at, where they can follow you on social media, and then you'll give one prediction for what you think is going to be in the news this week. How's that sound?
Yeah.
Lovely. All right. Why don't you start us off, Ben Harkins?
Follow me on at the Ben Harkins on Instagram. I post a lot of art there, and that's where I promote a lot of my shows. You can see Dark Web Tonight in Portland at Funhouse every third Friday. I also have a show at Chill and Phil in St. John's, and that's every Thursday at 8. And those are good. So follow me on. There's an Instagram for that one too, at Chill and Phil Comedy. And next in the coming weeks, I think we're gonna have a reckoning with the mask thing again.
The Thing.
Yeah.
The Thing. Well, that's a pretty good predictioning, Tim. And might I say, Ben Hawkins, you are a premium Instagram follow.
Absolutely.
Everyone should go take a gander at that. I love your drawings of Garfield and Shrek.
Yeah, I also post good memes in my stories too. So
Good memes and some lighthearted animal videos. I quite enjoy that. Emily!
Radio Free Multiverse on Twitch. Join us tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific, whatever that is Eastern, 8 p.m. for Trash Fic. We're reading fan fictions you wrote, fan fictions you liked. Tell us about them. We will read them to you, or you can read them. Do that. And also join us for Grand Trivia on Fridays, 9 p.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern. Trivia from outside of time and space. Come destroy planets with us. We're going to destroy them whether you're there or not. So,
whether you're not, they'll get destroyed. And Emily, what's your prediction for this coming week?
Ooh, the prediction is going to be that Bigfoot will come out as an anti-masker.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be quite the shock.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's always been a stalwart voice on the left.
Mm-hmm.
That would be quite disappointing for many of his fans. Clancy, where can the people find you?
Yeah, I mean, obviously this is my channel, so like, I don't really need to plug it. You're already here, but if you haven't already joined the Discord, it's a fun place for fun shit, and probably more stuff is gonna happen there eventually. Who knows? You don't know. We don't know. It's impossible to know. Join the Discord. Click on there's a link There's a link. Click on it.
And your prediction, Finn?
Oh yeah, I think The Rock is gonna die next week.
Oh,
Holy fuck. That's
Okay.
going to be a bombshell.
Yeah,
That'll be a big. I can't wait to read all about that on the next episode. All right, you can of course find me at that big fun Robert guy on Instagram and at Pattinson's good ideas on Twitter, and you can follow me on www.patreon.com/Robert Pattinson, where I'm giving audio commentary on every episode of Degrassi: The Next Generation. And of course, my prediction, as always, is that in the coming week, we will all get to know each other a little bit better and become even better friends. What do you think about that? For me, Robert Pattinson, for my guests, Ben Hawkins, Emily Pineapple, Clancy Kramer, my best friends, thank you for watching. Follow the damn channel, and see you next time. I love you!